Hey fans, it's me Aaron for a comic show. The holidays are over, it's a new year. I got new books again, thankfully. Last week was kind of a skip week, which meant I read everything 2 weeks ahead of time and I have no new comics to read. It was horrible, but S.H.I.E.L.D. was pretty good, I like that. This week, Marvel has some great books. I'm excited. DC, not so much. Always great image stuff, but this book, Ant-Man #1, this is like the underdog book, but I loved this book. I loved everything about this book. I knew I was going to like it because of Nick Spencer. Nick Spencer writes the best underdogs in comics, really. Rick Remender's great at that, but Rick Remender's a superstar now. I mean, come on, Rick Remender. But Nick Spencer, if you want to write a guy that's like been a criminal, been divorced, you go to Nick Spencer. I mean, this guy used to be a politician, but this book, Scott Lang as Ant-Man, he's going to be the Ant-Man in the cinematic universe, not Hank Pym. He's living under the shadow of Hank Pym, kind of like, sort of, the Mark Waid run of Flash where Wally was always under the shadow of Barry, but Barry never punched his wife, but still, he's in the shadow of him. He's trying to get his daughter back. He has visitation, but not shared custody, and yes, he used to be dead. Yes, you know, they get a lot of that backstory and a lot of that weird, convoluted past of Scott Lang out in a job interview. Totally classy. I liked it. It was fun. He's being interviewed for a job at Stark Industries, and that's where, what's this gap in your employment history? It's like, oh, I was dead, and I don't have a social security number. Is that going to be a problem? So anyway, he's trying to get a job. He's trying to get some joint custody of his daughter. Cassie's in it. This is going to be the book for Marvel. This is the next Hawkeye. It's going to be him and Cassie as his daughter, same well Hawkeye and Hawkeye, and obviously you know about the movie coming. This is the book to check out. Seriously, check it out. It's exercised. It was awesome. Unbeatable Squirrel Girl #1. I laughed so many times out loud, like literally LOL, like again and again and again with Squirrel Girl. Like, don't get this book if you are no fun. Don't get this book if you're a dick or you're a jerk. Don't get it. But if you like fun stuff, if you like random humor, if you like Adventure Time, like she even has her own catchphrase. It was great. It was really cool. She decides to go to college, and she takes Tippy Toe with her, a squirrel, and she needs a secret identity so, you know, her loved ones don't get attacked or whatever, even though she's unbeatable, they're not. So she tucks her tail into her pants, and it looks like she has, like, just a very voluptuous butt, which is mentioned in the book, and it's fun. It's just ridiculous. She fights Kraven in the first issue. Kraven the Hunter comes to her school for whatever reason, and she has to fight him. And the Squirrel Girl song is epic. I want someone to record that. I can't wait to listen to that recorded, because I know someone on Tumblr is going to do that. But Unbeatable Squirrel Girl, if you are fun, if people enjoy being around you, you would probably like that, because I love the book. And the artist, Henderson, she is great. She drew a picture of Guy Gardner in a bathtub that I bought a print of. That's pretty sexy. Just really good artist, great writer. If you want some fun this week in your life, get that. The Wolverines, not so much fun. This is Charles Soule, and so it's weighty, it's action, it's death, it's maiming, dismembering, pulling eyeballs out, all that stuff, but they have healing factors, right? Maybe, I don't know. Wolverines, they find Wolverine's dead body monument of adamantium, and yeah, there's a fight over who gets the body, and who does get the body is in this first issue. It's not drug out in any means. It's going to be a weekly book. And yes, it's a weekly $4 book, which I don't think has ever been done before. You know, not an ongoing type of thing like that. So it's a hefty price, but great art with Bradshaw. Soule, amazing writer. And this issue, at least get this issue so you know whether you'll like it, and you know where the hell Wolverine's body is and who has the body. Because all those things are in that one book. And it was pretty fun. It was pretty fast-paced action. I guess it's depressing, all the dismembering and death and all that, but, you know, they'll get their healing factors back, right? You know, it's comic books. Wolverine will be back. Spider-Man, Spider-Verse, this is part 4, and you know how much I'm loving this book. This has the craziest cliffhanger yet. So many of these issues have had the most ridiculous cliffhanger. This is the cliffhanger to end all cliffhangers. Awesome. So get that. Angela, Asgard's assassin. If you watched my video where I talked about issue 1, I told you about how much I don't like this character and never liked this character and never liked Spawn and just was finally starting to warm up with her and Gamora in Guardians of the Galaxy, and they're like, oh no, she's actually Asgardian. She's an Asgardian assassin angel thing with their Rainbow Bridge mythology, and I'm like, oh, okay, whatever. But Gillen writing, Jimenez on art, and the first issue kind of had my interest. The second issue, her fighting Thor, was awesome. So I'm still giving it, yeah, like I'm still enjoying it. So if you like the first issue, you will definitely like the second issue. If you were surprised by the first issue that you liked it, you'll get more of that. It was good. It was good. The only DC book I'm talking about this week, because their weekly stuff's all, do I want to spoil things or whatever? They're all the deaths in the Earth 2 weekly and all the revealing stuff in Futures In now. I'm not getting into that. But Justice League 3000, this is Beetle and Booster. They're still there. And if you didn't get the last issue, they recap it because Booster asks a rhetorical question and Beetle answers as a rhetorical question, and you're caught up on everything about their lives in one page. Great. But you have this, you have Ice from that time, from the JLI, and now we're going to get Fire from the JLI. So Giffen and DeMatteis have stealthily made Justice League 3000 into a Justice League International book in the future. If you like those characters, seriously, stop hurting yourself. Get that book, because it's, even if you got the first few issues, you're like, oh, this isn't for me. Now it is for you. Seriously, because it's for me, and I love it. Moving on to Image. I love Image, Publisher of the Year for the past several years. Birthright, #4. It's all come together with this issue. The boy that goes into the other world, gets kind of kidnapped, never-ending story stuff, and then his mom, of course, divorces the dad, and the dad, they think that the dad killed the kid or knows something, and then the boy comes back, and he's a badass warrior, but he kind of has like PTSD, but from that other world, and it's crazy, and I'm enjoying the hell out of it. It's Williamson. This is his breakout book. This book is awesome. We have all the issues ready to go if you're interested. Soon we'll have $1 first issue. You need to try this. Seriously, I love this book. And everyone I've turned on to it has loved it and thanked me for it. So yeah, I said that's universal appeal. This really isn't universal appeal. Yes, Matt Fraction does a lot of my favorite stuff, like Hawkeye. Yes, Sex Criminals, obviously. Christian Ward, great artist. I've liked him on other things too. Odyssey, or ODYC, it's very dense. It's very beholden to knowing the original mythology, which you should know. I mean, come on, you should know the Iliad and the Odyssey. You should know Homer, you should know all that stuff. But it's in space, the future, space, whatever, and all the genders are swapped. So, Zeus is a woman, and yeah, all the men are gone, and with this issue, it's still really dense, but it's not so much, to me, beholden, or maybe I'm not picking up on all the points of the Odyssey. I like this issue better. It's still crazy. There's just so many crazy ideas packed on every page. So I'm not saying this is for everyone, but I think the people that do like it are going to really like it. So give it a shot. It might be for you. I don't know. I'm not suggesting it for everyone. Deadly Class, this issue was gonzo. This issue was just, yeah, nuts. And the Fade Out, Brubaker and Sean Phillips' best work yet. Get it. It is just, they're so good at crime, and their last occult crime book, the Fatale, was great. That's over. The Fade Out is just perfect. A perfect period piece of Hollywood and crime and women and men and things happening and dastardly deeds, and it's just the perfect book for that genre. If you ever thought of reading a crime comic, get Fade Out. These are masters doing their masterpiece. And that's all I have to say about that. Thanks, guys. Bye-bye.